appreciate that our constitution is transformative, but are our leaders transformative in mind and in soul generally to implement it fully as to what it prescribes as the medicine to our problems?
Thank you, Ayub, for having me. First of all, let's reflect on this day of the 14th anniversary of the promulgation of the Constitution. We first have to understand that Kenyans are growing more frustrated and hopeless despite having the most transformative and progressive constitutions in the world. And of course, this has been attributed to the violations of the Constitution, both in letter and in the spirit. Of course, the drafters of the 2010 Constitution thought that independent institutions would safeguard the constitutional provisions. But of course, currently now we are grappling with issues to do with negligence, abuse of power, and weaponization of institutions. Ayub, we've been here talking about public finance management, corruption, integrity, and even the Bill of Rights. But we've realized that the government and the executive is actually now using institutions to weaponize institutions so that they can stifle the rights of political leaders and people who are against them. A few days ago, Ayub, we realized and we saw in full glare of the televisions how there was a travesty of justice when Governor Mwangaza was impeached. You know, so this asks the questions. Are institutions set by the Constitution safeguarding our rights, or they're stifling it? Because at the end of the day, for example, the prerogatives granted to the MCAs, whereby they can be able to impeach governors that are not performing, is being used casually. Because Ayub, you cannot be, called upon to answer to flimsy charges, and then everybody agrees, even the Senate itself agrees that these charges do not hold any water. And then 2 hours to voting, we were informed by Ototsi that there was a call from higher powers, and that impeachment took place. So this means then that we have to relook these prerogatives. We have to relook these fundamental institutions, because at the end of the day, we are grappling with greedy politicians who can take advantage of the powers bestowed on them to subvert the will of the people. So for me, I can say that the people, democracy backsliding actually starts at the ballot box. I do not even want to entirely blame the leadership, because it reflects on us, the people in general. For example, are our people fully equipped to gauge the character of people we elect to office? Are our people fully equipped to gauge the structure of our Constitution? Do our people understand the Constitution? Has the Constitution been taught to, what is the civic duty of IEBC? Have they done their duty properly? Because I can quote, for example, Professor Rosenberg, he's a psychologist in the University of California. He says that democracy will devour itself, burdened by its structural constraints. And we have already been seeing structural constraints like corruption, like mismanagement of funds, and eventually we might lose everything. We might even lose the country. So as people are going around the country trying to galvanize support in other bases, we might not even have people to vote in 2027. So we have to relook even our collective aspirations as a country and see if indeed we are also the problem as a people.
All right.